Alrighty, got a nice one today. It's a 3-on-3, me, Mac, and Martel. The gang's all here, battling against Fulero, Max, and Testang. So this is Fulero and his two buddies, all of whom are Finnish, including, I think, the multiple, maybe former Finnish national champions, at least last time we played against them. Last time I had a sick Time Walk Breach deck, and I decked myself a bunch of times. This time, well, I didn't open anything busted. I'll probably just Marsh Flats. There's also Oko. There's Oko, Lorien Revealed, Iteration. I guess maybe I just take Oko. Oko's a great card. Trop might come back because I think Marsh Flats, Lorien Revealed, Guide of Souls are going to go. Yeah, maybe Trop gets taken. That's fine. I'll take Oko. I'm feeling it. And there's my buddy Salvagers. Had I taken Marsh Flats, I don't even know what I would have taken here. Given that I have this Oko, I might just take 6. Look, I'll draft green. 6 is a good card. There's nothing else here that's like all that spectacular. I think I'm fine taking that. Not the best pack in the world. I mean, there's like a Bank Buster, a Tar Pit, a Talisman, I guess a Metamorphosis Fanatic, but I don't mind this start. Maybe Phantasmal Image or Elf comes back. And here we've got Duress, Natural Order, Plunder, Occult Epiphany, Temple Garden, Voice of Victory. I kind of just want to take Duress. Natural Order is a fine card. It'll maybe come back. Occult Epiphany also is actually kind of good with these cards, but I just am a huge fan of Duress, and I think Sultai is a pretty nice place to be. Natural Order probably comes back, or at least it might. I think Lingering Souls, Plunder, Epiphany, Season Pyro, Voice of Victory are probably the cards that go. Maybe I'll get Natural Order, Temple Garden back. And if I don't get Natural Order back, that's also fine. And then here, wow, this pack has Felia and Dion, and Lightning Bolt is the best card. There's also a Stomping Ground, and I guess an Enduring Curiosity. I kind of just want to take Bolt. Maybe I'll be 4 colors. Maybe I'll ditch one of these colors. I don't know. It's just the best card, I think. Felia is also very good, but Bolt's a very splashable card. And here there's Caracas, Vaultborn, Spellseeker, Mind Twist, some random lands. All right, all 5 colors. I think I do take the Caracas here. I think it is the best card. Let's see where we're at. Maybe we've managed to now get all 5 of the colors in there. All right, Noble Hierarch. That's some colors over Blackcleave Cliffs, Wayfinder. I could dip into white here, but you know what? Noble's actually really good, so I'll just take that. Okay, Iteration and Thundering Falls came back. So did Ursine Monstrosity. So did Gaia's Cradle. Could be a Cradle deck. Could be a Thundering Falls deck. Could be an Iteration deck. Could be like Teamer. I think Ursine Monstrosity is okay, but I don't really want to take it. I'm just going to take Iteration. I think this card's awesome. Let's just, maybe I don't play the Duress. Maybe I do if the mana works out. Caracas I'll play as a colorless land. We'll have to see. This isn't going amazingly, but you know, if that Stomping Grounds wheels, that'd be a big game. I don't know how likely that is. I don't think Thundering Falls is coming back, though this pack is good. It's all playables. Because, you know, I try to have mostly playables in my cube. Elves came back. Guess I probably should just take the Elf. There's also Manamorphose and Creeping Tar Pit. All right, let's just take the Elf, though. Not the best Elf in the world. Just taps for mono green, but I think still probably worth it. And then I'll get, I think if Robber and Surge and Otawara get taken, yeah, I'll get 2 of these 4 as options. Those are all fine cards, too. And then here, Season Pyro came back. So did Lingering Souls. We're in for Lingering Souls. Look, I know that Temple Garden would be kind of nice here, but Lingering Souls, we'll just be Domain. Lingering Souls is too good. Oh, Stomping Ground came back. You'd love to see that. Over Dion and Lush Portico and Nissa. So I'm not getting any of these cards back, which is fine. Okay. And then now I could take Undercity Sewers. I think it's that or Dark Slick Shores. Maybe I just take Dark Slick Shores. Have an untapped land, but no. Having a searchable land is going to be nice. And then here, I guess I'll take Elite Spellbinder. I'll probably side that one. Okay, we drafting Domain? Kind of like Domain. Natural Order didn't come back, which is fine. Ursine Monstrosity. All right, I guess now's the time for Ursine Monstrosity. And then Manamorphose and Peatland came back. Let's just take Manamorphose. This deck seems like it actually would use it. And Peatland is also just fine. It's a painful land. Okay. Well, interesting pack 1. I tried to mostly take the good cards I saw. So hopefully did a decent job of that. Oh, I'll go for that. Jeez. Soaring and a Mox. And a Thoughtseize and a Breach. This looks like a really nice Mox deck. So I think I'll take that over Soaring. Though Soaring is nice with Ursine and 6. Pass into Full Arrow. Yeah. Alternative is to take like a Memory Lapse or a Thoughtseize and pass the 2 pieces of power. They still basically, was that better? Did I get Thoughtseize? The thing is I have all these 3s. I think the Mox is just going to be too good for this deck to pass up. Hopefully that doesn't end up costing me. I could definitely see taking Thoughtseize there. I don't think Soaring is the pick really. Not that I really like passing it. Oh, now there's a 1 ring. Oh, and a bunch of, there's a Windswept Teeth and a bunch of black cards. I'm going to take 1 ring. I'm not passing Soaring into 1 ring. But I'll think Go's probably not in. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll probably get something back here. I don't think I'm going to get Windswept Teeth or Barrogoyf back, but then let's see, Vamp's gone. Maybe Covenant's gone. Yeah, maybe I'll get like a World Wagon or a Copter or a Collective Brutality or something along those lines back. Oko is nice with the 1 ring because you can either make food to gain life or you can just turn the 1 ring into an elk if you want. Either way. In here, Headliner Scarlet versus lands. I think I'll just take Headliner. It's really nice with Caracas too. And then black, red, or blue, green lands are both good. So is Once Upon a Time. I just think Headliner Scarlet's awesome. And here, we've got Lotus Petal. It is good with some of these things. There's also Reprieve. I don't really want to take a white card so much. I mean, if I don't play Lingering Souls, that's also fine. Can't really Subtlety. Troll gets those things. Malcolm is just like a generally pretty good card. Maybe I just do that. I really like Malcolm. And with Oko, I'm going to try to have some green. Ooh, Eshki Dragonclaw to go with this Mox. Could have taken Lotus Petal too. Maybe I just take Magda though. This looks like a really nice Magda deck. And Eshki might come back. So is Territorial Kavu as well. All right. So we're kind of like Teamer-ish. And then here, probably at this point, I've got to start taking lands. Blood Crypt, just Emperor Bones. I don't really think I can justify that. Oliphant is a red-green land, which is a little bit better. Also Snapcaster. This is, it's a nice Snapcaster deck. I don't think I justify it though. I think I'll just take the Oliphant here. And Underworld Breach came back. Xander's Lounge came back though. That's nice. Over Chromatic Star. Yeah. All right. So we've got some fixing here. At this point, I think I'll be able to play black fairly easily. I've got a Stomping Ground, which is kind of holding things together. It'd be nice to pick up Breeding Pool if that came back around. I don't know how likely that is. Oh, Fire Covenant did come back. So did Barrogoyf. I think I'll take Barrogoyf. I do have like a couple ways to remove things, but also Barrogoyf with the 1 ring. And just this is like turning into a pretty assertive deck. I think Barrogoyf is going to be really nice here. Fire Covenant's also hard to put in your deck, a little harder than Barrogoyf, so I feel like it's a little bit safer to pass this. I don't think I'd want to play against either card so much. Okay, we're kind of domaining, and Once Upon a Time came back, the lands did not, but Uad is great, so I don't mind that. It is unfortunate that both Trop and Breeding Pool are gone, but so it goes. Shieldred's Edict, Luris, Fresh Start, Summon Brynhildr. I don't think my mana is quite Nishoba Brawler levels. And here, there's the Eshki that I was hoping to get over Territorial Kavu. If I get one more Mox, that Eshki is on. Kind of wish I took Lotus Petal now. What did I take over it? Oh, did I take a Magda over it? Or maybe it was Malcolm. I think it was Malcolm. Yeah. No, Malcolm's going to be good too. Oh, Blood Crypt came back. Nice. All right. I will take that. Okay. Feeling like not too bad about my mana at this point. And I'm not going to play these. I guess I'll just hate the Teferi. I'll take Pillage the Bog, which this isn't really a Pillage the Bog deck. I'm not digging for a combo. All my cards are of pretty comparable power level. All right, pack 3. I opened Soul Ring Mox last time. Let's see if I can do better. A third piece of power is a lot better than opening 2. 1 and 3 are both way better than opening 2 because your team gets more of them, obviously. Oh, I opened a Force of Will and an Atroxa. How sketchy is this Force? Not too sketchy not to take. Force of Will's a busted card. And it also lets me use my situational cards like Eshki for good measure. All right, well, we're taking Force of Will. I also don't really want to pass Force. I'm passing 2 big 7s, a Chaos Defiler, Luminarch. Yeah, there's not much even here that I really want. So Force of Will it is. And then here, Scrubland isn't good. Time Twister's not good. Fiery Confluence at least is a strong card. I probably want to take that. Can't Mox Opal. It's kind of unfortunate. Fuller just took Cogwork. All right, that's not too bad. But I guess I'll take Fiery Confluence here. Ketria Triumph. Oh, and Botanical Sanctum. I should probably just take the untapped land and then pass a bunch of decent playables. I just think having a little fixing is going to be nice. And then now, Cogwork's back. There's Ocelot Pride, there's Bitter Triumph, there's some more lands. Scythecat Cub is pretty good. The problem is I don't have any fetches, so I'm not double triggering the landfall. Kind of makes me want to just take Bitter Triumph, passing a late Ocelot Pride, but you know what? So it goes. I will take almost any lands that don't come into play tapped at this point. It's not like I have a crazy amount of tap lands. I just have 2 plus an Oliphant, but I'm looking for untapped lands more than that. And if my next 2 picks are lands, I wouldn't be too unhappy. Well, it's not lands. There's a Lutri. There's a red-green land, but it's base red, which is less good. I'm going to take Mawloc. Mawloc's a messed up card. Also wouldn't mind picking blue cards, but I think I've got to take Mawloc here. It's just such a good card. Now we're at 17 land, Mox, Oliphant, and Once Upon a Time, so need a few more playables. I also wouldn't hate blue cards. Oh man, I love Malevolent Rumble, but I should probably just take the black-green land. Rumble will come back. If it does, it does. I just think Overgrown Tomb is going to be really good in this deck. And then Caustic Bronco came back. I do like that card. There's also Tidebinder. I should probably take Tidebinder. First of all, there's multiple black cards. There's 3 good black cards in this pack. One of them will come back probably. Tidebinder is good with Force, and Tidebinder, I think it's just a pretty good card. I will take Baleful Strix now. Also good with Force. Also a cheap play, which is nice. Okay, so now I've got enough playables and plenty of blue cards. All right, this is kind of a nice deck. It could use a little bit more fixing, but I have a Uat. I have a bunch of duels. I have an Oliphant, which is nice. It gets me all my colors. So, not in the worst shape there. And then Catch Your Triumphs here. All right. And then one of those cards, I'll get one card back. I don't even care which one it is or if it's any of them. Catch Your Triumph looks nice in this deck. Just, we're 4-color, no white, and pretty evenly split, to be honest. So the tri-lands are good, even if I have to play a tap land on turn 1. And then here, I mean, we could hedge maze. Don't think I care about Hellkite, a red-white land, a Crater Maker, or a Cogwork Librarian. And this is still enough playables. I'm not playing Pillage the Bog, Teferi. Lingering Souls is a nice card. I guess I have a couple ways to discard it. Oh, I have a Manamorphose for fixing 2. Game. And a Magda. Here, Thornspire Verge, Gristlebrand, Blood Tithe. I like Blood Tithe as a card. Is there any chance I want to play that? Thornspire Verge. Let's just take the Verge. I think I will play the Verge. Even if it's not a turn 1 green source, it's still a red-green land. Oh, Rumble came back. No one takes this card. It's such a good card. And Unearth came back. This actually looks like a decent Unearth deck. So it means I need to cut a couple cards here. I mean, I guess I'll just take the Raffine. Clearly no one's playing this Doctor Foundry. And then Scion came back, but we don't have white mana, so we're not doing that. All right, so playing one of each basic plus an extra forest, cutting Llanowar and Unearth, because we think 2 of them are artifacts, so Unearth's not going to be as good. My teammates' decks are pretty nice. Mac here is on Reanimator Sneak with Torsten, Metamorphosis, Itali, Woodfall, Archon, Emrakul, Flash, Show and Tell, Sneak, Animate Dead, Emperor of Bones, Goryo's Vengeance, Mystical Tutor, Bone Shards, and Tomb. This deck is really nice. And then Martel started with 5 artifacts cards, ended up red-white. Good pivot on Martel's part. 2 of them are probably artifacts. And I just kind of got it all. So Ocelot Pride, and Guide of Souls, Luminarch, Thalia, Nemesis, Pyromancer, Flage, Skyclave, Bahamut, Mox Diamond, and Pearl. Yeah, Parallax Wave. So 2 good decks in mine, and let's get in there. All right, time for round 1. Let's see if I can draw my Mox, huh? Yeah, I will run this. No black mana, but I get to go turn 1 Ketria Triumph, turn 2 have up Bolt, and then play an Ursine Monstrosity on turn 3. Seems okay. If I draw black, I can play Baleful Strix, and hopefully I just don't draw too many more lands, huh? But a reasonable hand. I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan this. Okay, opponent went to 6. Let's go Ketria Triumph. Go. And hopefully playing against creatures. We think they have a Nadu deck because Nadu, or we didn't see Nadu, but we saw Greaves and oh wow, what a bad draw. Forest, maybe one of the worst draws in my deck. Basically, Island is the last really, really terrible draw, and then other than that, there's some other stuff. Yeah, we saw Greaves and Sylvan Safekeeper go, so hopefully I don't get Nadu right away here. Ursine Monstrosity. Fiery Confluence would have been a nice one. I can go get Xander's Lounge with Oliphant, I guess. Yeah, all right. I guess there's that, huh? They get a Scythecat Cub. Well, I'll take 3, and we'll see how this goes. But I can't say I'm loving it. My sideboard, I have Shieldred's Edict, which I guess I can't cast right now. Yeah, nothing in my sideboard is even all that good here. You can't Nadu again. That's the only saving grace, because of the Greaves actually has hexproof. I guess I should probably just cast Eshki, huh? I'm just trying to get as much of a clock on as possible here. Ursine Monstrosity mills a land, hits for 5. Next turn, if I draw a black, I can go Strix into thing, because I don't have a, I have Blood Crypt. No, I can play an untapped land and play Strix. So next turn I can go cycle, get Blood Crypt, play Baleful Strix, play Bolt, trigger Eshki. Assuming I get a next turn. Obviously, if they have another creature here, things can get out of control completely quickly. And we know they have Scythecat Cub, so which is pretty nice with Nadu. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes, I guess. Okay, here comes Fanatic of Ronus. Oh wow. If they hit a land to Scythecat Cub, they're not playing the Cub first. That's kind of crazy, but they didn't hit lands anyway. Because if they hit a land with Cub, oh, they hit a fetch now, and put a counter on Nadu, and then this taps for 4. That's pretty sick. I think they're missing some value here, but it also kind of doesn't matter because I don't think I can win. Okay. They've gotten their Nadus done. Oh, they have natural order here. Oh, yeah. Into Atraxa. Okay. That's enough for me, but we'll see what they've got here. A Mox, too? Not going to be easy. Okay. Oh, doesn't really make me want Unearth or Pillage. I guess Force of Will is pretty good here. Shieldred's Edict. See if we can get those going. I have some good cards in the matchup. I mean, Moloch is pretty great in this kind of matchup. Force, Shieldred's Edict, Bitter Triumph. We'll see if we can get those, hopefully, to help us out here. All right, I'm on the play. Okay, well, turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Malcolm, turn 3 Oko. That's a good hand. Let's see if... I also like it because Duress, I think, is going to be pretty good, my opener, against them, but it'll get pretty bad in the middle of the game because they have a lot of creatures in their deck. All right, well, I got Touch the Spirit Realm. Oh, all right, this hand is not amazing. Let's just trigger off Spell or ability? Weak. All right, let's see, played Seachrome Coast. Yeah, I'm going to play Malcolm, I think, here. And they're waiting on cracking the Heath. Presumably playing a Satyr Wayfinder here. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. What do they get? Greaves? Do they have Cauldra? Interesting. So I'm going to play Malcolm now. I might have to Oko Stoneforge. Let's see what I draw. Bolt would be kind of nice. There we go. We take those. Send... Maybe if I draw Moloch or something, that'd be pretty sick. Noble can actually go, I think, at this point, because I'm going to go Stomping Ground, Baleful Strix. Bolt the Stoneforge. Pass the turn. Next turn, I can go Oko or Ursine Monstrosity. I kind of assume that we're going to see Surrak Elusive Hunter, but I guess I'm not sure. There's 7 cards in hand, so we don't know. One of them is unknown. I think, so I've sorcery. This is attacking as a 6/6, maybe a 7/7 if I hit lands or discard a land of Malcolm. So yeah, I'll probably play Ursine next turn because I don't really want to Oko the Surrak. That doesn't seem like it's very good. It makes it a 3/3 instead of a 4/3, but they draw a card. I could play Oko and plus it and then block Surrak with Baleful Strix. I guess if I play Ursine Monstrosity, it's just going to get hit by Touch the Spirit Realm. But that keeps my Malcolm going, so... And maybe they hit Malcolm this turn. I guess we'll have to see. All right, here we go. Brainstorm. Okay. That's going to set up nicely with like Satyr Wayfinder or Windswept Teeth, but it's kind of like taking a turn off, which I guess I don't mind. Maybe I do... In that case, maybe I do just play Oko because it stops the Touch the Spirit Realm from being good. Probably don't have Cauldron Complete in their hand anymore, if I had to guess, after this Brainstorm resolves. But we'll see what the other play is here. I assume... Looks like it's going to be Satyr Wayfinder if you're not cracking a fetch, yeah. So, let's see. Mills Nadu? Huh. Okay. Nadu, Cauldron Complete. Oh, Surrak is still in hand. Oh. And Plains is in hand. All right. Let's take my turn. Well, Caracas is also pretty nice. I think I will Oko, so let's just attack here for 3 in the air. All right, I mean, this is looking pretty good. I can discard this forest. Yeah, and play Caracas. Oh, not Ursine. Oko. And make a token. And then next turn I can send that token in to attack here. They do get to attack Oko for 1 with Satyr Wayfinder if they so desire. So they put back probably Kaldra and Plains. In fact, I think we can just know that. And milled Nadu and Phantasmal, which is kind of nice. Caracas is pretty good in this matchup, I think. So we'll see what they've got. But they're kind of falling behind, and they spent turn 3 not really advancing their board, which they did a little bunch of card manipulation. That can be good too, but... Maybe a Atraxa was the plan, and now Caracas has foiled it? Okay. Passing the turn? No, they're probably just attacking Oko first, is my guess, because they got to play something here. Touch the Spirit Realm doesn't do a whole lot. You can take out the Baleful Strix, I guess. So they're probably just playing a creature. Yeah, Surrak. And Portico. Okay. I could bounce Surrak. I can't. Yeah, you know what? They could draw a card. That's fine. Because now I'm probably going to play Ursine Monstrosity. I don't mind missing a turn of milling to attack here for 6. Just to see, because there's a chance that if my Malcolm hits something good, I would rather play that. Well, let's just discard Swamp, play Ursine Monstrosity. I'll wait on the Manamorphose here. Play the Lounge. I think having double Red Elf Lounge is good, and another mana is not bad, especially with Caracas, that I want to kind of keep untapped if I can. Now they can touch the Spirit Realm, the Ursine Monstrosity. The Malcolm's about to actually get to pop, too. So next time Malcolm hits, I can discard a spell and cast it, which is also pretty nice. Boom. All right. We take it. Got to win a game on the draw, but this is when the Mox is going to come out. Okay. On the draw, do I want Unearth? No, not really. Elf... No, let's just get in there. Let's have it work out. All right, well, no Mox, though. No Mox yet. They are mulling. I do have 2 good 2s, Rumble and Bitter Triumph are both great. Good mana, all of my colors. And Caracas is just a really good card in the matchup. So, all right, no Mox, please. No Mox. Okay, no Mox and no Elf. That helps a lot, and I'll draw a Mox. Not quite. And... Turn 2, either I Rumble or Bitter Triumph. It'll kind of depend on what they play. They play Greaves here. I was going to say it's kind of awkward. Here, I could make the cub, I think. Do I want to kill the Scythe Cat cub? So either I Overgrown Tomb, Bitter Triumph, paying basically 5 life, or I Rumble here. I kind of think I'm just going to Rumble. Deal with the cub at some point. And this isn't the most exciting. I guess I'll just take Malcolm. Well, next turn I can Overgrown Tomb, Bitter Triumph, and Malcolm here by sacking the Eldrazi spawn. So that is something. Cub is now a 3/3, and is this a Nadu? Lumbering World Wagon. It's pretty good. Cub's now a 4/4. Okay, well, let's just go ahead, take 4, go to my turn, and Fiery Confluence is interesting. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Because if they crew the wagon and don't attack with the cub, I could maybe kill the cub. Or rather, kill the wagon. I could also play Malcolm this turn. Yeah, I've got some moves. Maybe I should have just killed the cub on my turn, I guess. There is that. Kind of wanted to bait them into playing Nadu. I mean, I guess Nadu's going to be hard no matter what. We'll have to see. Maybe it's better just to kill the cub right away. But the World Wagon is also... They have 4 cards. Well, we'll say not the end of the world, as it were. I got a Caracas here too, so maybe if they commit to an artifact, I can do that. Is this kicking things off with a Brainstorm? No. Satyr Wayfinder, okay. Reveal Mox Emerald, Natural Order, Vaultborn, and they hit the Portico. And what is this? Ophelia main phase? I see. So let's go kill the cub here. They can crew the wagon. But what I'm hoping to hit is, it'd be nice to find a red mana. So it did change how they played this turn. Not killing the cub earlier, but they also are going to end up getting a land off of it, which I don't love. So let's block, though. Block with the Eldrazi. Play Malcolm. And then they can play Lush Portico afterwards. And all right, so if I draw a red, I do lose my Malcolm, but I can kill the wagon and both creatures. Let's see what I find. Mox Jet. Oh, that means if I draw a red, no, I still lose the thing. All right, that's fine though. Let's hit with Malcolm first and see what we get. Oh, a Bolt. Okay. Mox Jet. Caracas, play 6, and then leave up Bolt. They can't currently crew World Wagon, and let's see. Played a Nurturing Peatland here. Are they just going to cast an Atraxa? Yeah, it would appear so. Okay. Let's see what they hit. College of Complete, Green Suns, Brainstorm. Okay. I have Caracas for the Atraxa. I'm going to Bolt the Felia. And I guess the World Wagon gets to attack me. So if I killed the cub earlier, they might not have Atraxa this turn. It is possible they still could have in a variety of ways, but yeah. I think I should have just main phase killed the cub there. On my turn, I am going to get to hit them for 7. Honestly, I actually have like a reasonable shot of winning this game. Though the Lumbering World Wagon is actually going to be a real problem. I might have to, because it's going to attack as a 7 power. Jeez. what I might have to do is Fiery Confluence the World Wagon. Let's see. Because this turn I'm going to take 8 off of it. Yeah, I guess I do kind of have to kill it. I assume they're gonna power it up. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I do need to kill the Felia here. Okay, let me see what they took here. They took Cauldron Complete, Green Sun, Zenith, Windswept Teeth, Brainstorm, and Lion Sash. Okay. Yeah, I'll take some damage. I mean, I guess if I draw red, I can pop the World Wagon, deal 4 to my opponent here. Okay, I'll bounce the Caracas. I still think I need to do that. All right. Well, let's see what we get. Oko. All right. I don't think that does much for me right now. Let me attack with these two and hope I can get some action here. I milled Once Upon a Time to Rest Botanical Sanctum. Okay. Take it? I kind of assume they take it instead of chumping to save 2 damage, but who knows? I think I'm just going to die to the Cauldron Complete, as it turns out. But we'll see what what Malcolm finds. Ursine Monstrosity. Yeah, they can just cast Cauldron Complete. All right. Unfortunate game. Down a match here. All right, time for round 2. Martel and Mac both won. Mac won by pitching Elvish Spirit Guide to pay for No More Lies on a lethal Shallow Grave. You love to see it. Playing against, I drew my mocks after Mulligan. Falero on 5-color Academy. Deck looks pretty sweet. I'm going to play turn 1 Malcolm off of Jet and Sanctum. I guess I get rid of Undercity Sewers. I could get rid of Noble, but Noble seems like it's okay. Played on turn 2, attack for a little bit more damage. You never know. Okay. Put Undercity Sewers back because I think I want the colors of all the other things. And then I'll play Malcolm. I mean, I have all my colors. I guess I could just Manamorphose into Malcolm. And I'm going to do it main phase against... Oh, okay. Maybe I play that on turn 2. Against Falero, who has potentially counters in the deck and didn't see any sorcery speed removal. I mean, Malcolm's good. Turn 1 Malcolm is not nothing. I guess it'd be nice if I drew a land on turn 2 that was untapped. I kind of wonder if I should even play the Noble first, because if I draw an untapped land off Malcolm, if I miss on my turn and then draw an untapped land off Malcolm, I'd much rather play Ursine Monstrosity. I guess I give up 1 point of damage off of Exalted here. Oh, that was actually a reason that cycling the Manamorphose did not pay off. Let's send with this. Oh, okay, worked out fine then. I'll discard, I think actually discard a Noble. Mountain cycle this. Just get Stomping Ground. Play Magda. I just don't think I'm attacking by myself, so Noble, I think, is probably worse than just playing Ketria Triumph next turn. And, I mean, turn 1 Malcolm, turn 2 Magda, turn 3 Ursine on the play. That's a pretty real hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Falero, what are you doing to me here? First you tap Academy, and then you sack the Mox. It's like a Chariot or something. Sowing Mycospawn. Okay, you've already got the Academy. Is it like Celestial Colonnade? Mishra's Workshop? I think Martel actually has the workshop. Shelldock Isle? I'm just trying to think of what the lands are. Assuming that Falero's not looking for another color. I guess could just be like a Volcanic Island or a Triumph or something. Falero is playing a lot of colors. It's like a 5-color Academy deck. It's pretty nice. You don't usually see Alpha Deathclaw in the Academy decks, but I think we're getting treated to that today. Oh, Urza Saga. Wow. Also very good. You know what? I want to play the Monstrosity this turn, so I think I will just play this first. So it'll mill. Ugh, I meant to attack with Malcolm. That was dumb. All right. Well, I wasn't going to attack with Magda anyway. And the Malcolm wasn't going to discard Headliner most likely, but still obviously should have attacked with it. Getting another counter on Malcolm would already be good. Headliner Scarlet's going to be awesome here. I'm going to get some real good value. Okay, they played Shadowy Backstreet. Oh, I'll play Caracas. Yeah, why not? Okay, if this resolves, then... Oh yeah, this is money. I'm at 18. I don't think that the tokens are going to kill me, so they can make a... Yeah, no. Send, make a token. It actually kind of worked out better than I didn't attack with Malcolm, because it is a mandatory loot, and I would have discarded the Caracas, which I think is going to be really good. I could die to some kind of like time warp sort of deal. Flare's on 6. And the Caracas does kind of declare, hey, this Headliner's coming back for a second helping. So might have to just tap this for colorless and try to hope to find something, but I don't know. We'll have to see what Falero's got for me here. Okay, we're tapping Saga for colorless. That's usually a good sign. Means that, you know, making a token isn't going to do the trick. So Falero doesn't just have like Time Warp in hand. Oh, maybe we're not. It does seem hard to make a token. I guess you could make a token, get Soul Ring, and still have enough mana for Time Warp, and that probably wins the game, right? Yeah, attack for 8, then attack for 13, without even anything else. Oh, we are making a token. Uh-oh. But we tapped the Academy. Are we getting Candelabra? Candelabra Key also does it in terms of making a lot of mana. I don't know. Oh, Mox Opal. Okay. Currently, this isn't Time Warp mana. This is currently not Time Warp mana. Now we're at Time Warp mana. Oh, we're just getting Time Warped. Oh, Chaos Defiler. All right. I don't think that actually does the trick. I think I got him. Chaos Defiler, Caracas. Ooh, look at that. That was straight up theft. Especially considering I should have just milled the Caracas, but I misclicked and didn't attack. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you get equity back on your misclicks. Do I want any of this? I could see Pillage the Bog to try to find Fiery Confluence for Force of Will, but I think Shielder's Edict and Bitter Triumph is fine, so let's just get in there. All right, I'm on the draw. Yeah, I'm going to keep this because of the Fiery Confluence. I think the card is very, very strong in the matchup. And I'm hoping that Uat finds me just a creature that costs 1, 2, maybe even 3 mana. Here's where a Noble would be decent. Falero is mulling. And I guess, given my opening hand, I mean, we'll see. Oh, mull to 5, huh? See what I draw. Okay, I guess I cast this. Well, let's look at the use case. I'm probably going to play a tap land almost anyway, even if I hit Noble. I think I play Ketria Triumph and just wait a turn on the Once Upon a Time, because I'm going to want to play a tap land regardless. Might as well look one card deeper. Like, I mean, the Once Upon a Time doesn't look one deeper because it still looks at 5, but I get to see an additional card first, which I think is pretty good. So Falero did keep on top. Okay, Talisman, sure. All right, let's find Magda, Malcolm. Oh, Duress was a reason to cast it the other way, but I can still Oliphant here if I want to. Uat, I found 6. Okay. I will have to play a tap land here, or an untapped land here rather, so I can cast Duress. Will the Getting's good. Hopefully I don't miss here. And it'll let me set up my Fiery Confluence nicely. Next turn, Botanical Sanctum, and I could play either Barrogoyf or 6. No More Lies, Mox Opal, Forensic Gadgeteer. Oh, wow. I'm going to take the Opal. The reason is if Falero wants to cast a Gadgeteer this turn and not leave No More Lies up, that's fine. If you want to leave No More Lies up, also fine. But I'm not really interested in taking no more lives, then Flare just goes Gadgeteer, Mox, make a clue. Yeah, it's gonna keep mana up. That's fine by me. I think I have to play 3-drop into 3-drop, and I think I'll play 6 first because I think this one's worse. It's gonna normalize it. You kind of have to. It's really hard to imagine not doing that. Forensic Gadgeteer. That's a card. No cheap artifact, please. If I draw an untapped land this turn, it's kind of interesting. Okay, there's no cards in hand. Well, I didn't draw an untapped land, so it's not interesting. Play this. I guess I have double red, so I'll play Undercity Sewers. Oh, I'll leave Oko on top because Okoing the Gadgeteer is perfect. I didn't really want to Fiery Confluence the Gadgeteer, but I'll Oko it. Oh no, we drew an artifact. Oh, it's a Candelabra too. That's such a good one. Because Candelabra Gadgeteer adds extra mana. Please don't play another artifact. Cycle Jetmirrors? Okay. Cycle Jetmirrors we accept. So let's attack with Barrogoyf first. Because he doesn't know he's going to get Oko'd, and he might want to chump if he did. Barrogoyf miss. Alright. And it didn't even grow the Goyf. How sad. Oko. Nug Gadgeteer. Play Xander's Lounge past the turn. Okay. Currency converter? All right. Accept that, I guess. And on my next turn, I can hit for 8. He's going to attack Oko, I assume. Unless he wants to chump. Chumping's also reasonable. I don't think that's a bad plan. Yeah, Headliner Scarlet puts Folero into Fiery Confluence range, so I think I just do that. And send. And let's hit with Barrogoyf. Let's say yes. Maybe I get a Noble or something. I did. Noble. Nice. Play Noble. I'm just going to nug the converter here. I don't care if I lose Oko. I have a lethal Fiery Confluence, so I really just don't want to give Folero more looks to find a way to combo, because I feel like Folero's probably got to tap out for stuff. Oh, okay. Mind Twist gets me there, but I still get to see an extra card off Headliner here. Tidebinder is probably pretty great. All right, let's make Noble into a 3/3. Attack. You can trade off and go to 1, or you can chump. That's also fine. Play my Forest, pass the turn with a Tidebinder up. Feeling pretty good about this. I mean, I've got 2 lethal threats in play, a flash threat in hand, and boom, we got him. All right, let's watch Mac battle. We're going to play Max in round 3 here. Julie. Mac is down a game here, and he's got Freebooter with a fresh start under it. Last game, Goblin Crater Maker killed Emrakul, which is really funny. Who would win? 1/15/15 Eldrazi Horror, or a 2/2 Goblin with a boom sack? This thing's got a lot of dynamite there. And currently his hand is like lands and Trinket Mage is kind of what it looks like. All right. Mac does the fresh start can get unlocked anytime here with the Crater Maker. Hopefully Mac's got a little bit of action here to play end of turn. Mac's also deciding, okay, he's firing off Trinket Mage. All right. And picking up a Ruby. Yeah, sure, Ruby's good. End of turn. It looks like an Occult Epiphany for 2. Nice. Let's see. Discarding. Probably a big creature. Yeah, an Archon and a Mountain. All right, let's see if we get any reanimations here. And Mac's got Shallow Grave. He's got Emperor of Bones in his deck. Oh, Emperor of Bones. Well, he's got the Crater Maker. So it goes to combat, targets the Archon. You kind of want to just Crater Maker to Emperor now. The problem is, oh, he's not targeting the Archon. Okay. So I guess Max was going to wait till Mac tries to adapt. Thing is, Mac can just wait till next turn, adapt it again, or rather exile the Archon, and then go pay 2 to adapt. You try to kill it, pay 2 to adapt. That said, the Crater Maker can also get back fresh start, so it's a little bit confusing. Crater Maker doing good work here. It really is. All right, Max just takes the turn. And it's got some lands in hand. I don't even know how many, to be honest. Probably like one more of those or something. Okay, hitting for 4 seems reasonable. Next turn. Oh, just going to block. Just going to trade off here. All right. It's going to adapt. It's going to force the Crater Maker to spend mana now. So Mac has plans. Okay. Takes the turn here. Got Kitesail Freebooter coming in. Sure. Max goes to 12. Oh no, he's got moves. Oh, a Subtlety. Subtlety is annoying for sure. Eats the Freebooter. And got any plays? No, we're following up with nothing. Okay. Hoping Mac does something here, because currently things are just not, he's not really doing much. He cast an Occult Epiphany and then an Emperor Bones, then I guess just did nothing this turn. Hopefully is either drawing to something or is setting something up. Fiery Islet into Lutri. Okay. That's fair, that's fair. And what do we got for 6 mana here? Oh, Metamorphosis Fanatic and Subtlety fresh out. I like that. Get back an Archon. Fresh start can lock down the Archon, but it still gets a good trigger off. So, and there's a 4/4 lifelink in play, assuming it resolves, which it might not. Frantic Search in response? Don't mind that. That does not seem super scary here. Lutri copying Frantic Search was going to be nice next turn too. It's like you get another free Frantic Search. 5 cards in hand. Lutri, fresh start. I think 1 land still, but I'm not even sure. And hopefully a Metamorphosis plus Archon hit here would be pretty nice. Okay, discard Island and Pyrite Spellbomb. So it's Lutri, fresh start, and 1 unknown. Not a counterspell, we can assume. We're also going to see the Trinket Mage get sacrificed and one of those cards get discarded. Leaving Mac with a 1/6 and a 4/4 lifelink. Oh, sacking Fiery Islet. Sure, that makes sense. If you Frantic Search kept all good cards, now you discard. Okay, Lutri gets hit for 2 down to 7. But now it's kind of priced into casting fresh start this turn. So got 3, maybe 4 mana left, depending if they kept a land for a couple other cards in hand. And Mac also still has 3 cards in hand, so he's not doing too badly, I wouldn't say. Archon drawing a card is always nice. Consider. Dress Down is out of here. Yeah, I guess Dress Down kind of won't do it. 3 cards in hand. Fresh start the Archon. And play Aether Spellbomb. Okay. Interesting. So Mac now, what's he got? He's gonna pay. Oh, this looks like a Bone Shards. Oh, Bone Shards killing the Subtlety, sacking the Archon. And now if Mac has any other animates, then the Archon comes back. What is that, an animate dead? That's an animate dead. Okay, that looks like pretty much game. I guess technically Max can spellbomb the Metamorphosis Fanatic to not die, but that's just not a winning maneuver. So I think we're looking like a game 3 here to me. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Boom. All right, let's do it. All right. Mac mulliganed here, unfortunately, for game 3, but hopefully has an explosive hand. I mean, Reanimator decks, they mulligan pretty well, I would say. Playing against a deck with Dress Down is kind of annoying, so always worth considering that. All right, and looks like Mac is just chilling here. Or does he have Emperor of Bones? Read the bones. And still don't really know exactly what Max is trying to do besides having some artifacts, Nexus, Grim Monolith. Falero got like all the Academy stuff, so not really sure. It's got Lutri chilling. Okay, going for Lutri here. Hopefully Max, oh, got an Entomb? Okay, let's see where we're at. Entomb is a good start. Not going to Entomb an Emrakul, of course, because that would shuffle, but could be Archon. Could be something else, I guess. I don't know, Itali or something like that. It is Itali, all right. And then Watery Grave into... Oh, Show and Tell, okay. Oh, is this going to be Show and Tell Metamorphosis Fanatic? I guess we'll see shortly here. Max is going to get to put something into play as well. Hopefully it's not something that gets that stops Itali plus Metamorphosis, if that's what it is. It could also just be putting like an Emrakul or an Archon into play. But the Entomb first makes me feel like it's that. I guess we'll see what Max does here, since he does have potentially have moves. All right, looks like Show and Tell is resolving. Metamorphosis Fanatic and Dress Down. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. It stopped the Metamorphosis Fanatic. It still means that Max didn't get to put anything in off of the Show and Tell. Would have been nicer if Mac had an Emrakul there. But I think that's pretty reasonable. And we'll see. 4/4 lifelink's no joke, though. That can just sit there and attack. So presumably you got to do something about that. I mean, if Max just leaves mana up, I kind of feel like Mac here might not just run something into, like, say, a Subtlety. But I also don't know what else. He's got 3 cards in hand, so... Karn, Sign of Urza. Reveal the top 2? Okay. That's not too scary. So exiled Grim Monolith and put Otawara into hand. Okay. Oh, there's Emperor Bones. All right, no Subtlety, please. No Subtlety? All right. Let's get this Itali going. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to get to put Itali into play, which is going to kill the Karn by attacking. But also, we're flipping some cards. Ugin Eye of Storms? And Collective Brutality? That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Brutality you. Play Ugin. Just exile nothing, because there's nothing good to exile. Okay, what you got? What you got here? Brutality. Discarding a Frantic Search. Leaving Otawara, Ether Spellbomb, Lutri, Nexus of Becoming, Fresh Start, Fiery Islet. Yeah, I mean, those things aren't nothing. Especially since this Itali, I guess, is going away. But Ugin is pretty nice. I guess you got, what do you got? Like Otawara the Ugin back. And you're at 16. Otawara is pretty good. With Fresh Start in hand too. Seems kind of hard not to kill the Karn here. Yeah. And can plus Ugin and draw a card. Alright, I mean, this puts Mac in a pretty good position. Otawara take 8. Can't get back, can't cast, or not that close to casting Ugin, which that part is nice. Not that far, but we haven't seen... I guess there's a Mox. That's the card we really don't want to see. Because Mac's going to hit for 8 here after Ugin gets bounced. And then... presumably... Well, Max also wouldn't have played Fiery Islet if they had any other land to play. It's not a good land to play here. So... it seems hard to draw a Ruby and a land in the same turn, but it's possible... because reminder, it's got Nexus, Spellbomb, Lutri, Fresh Start, Ugin in hand. Spellbomb, Lutri, Nexus, Fresh Start, Ugin in hand, and one unknown. Oh, he drew Unholy Heat? Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Let's see what Max got here. Unholy Heat was a pretty sick draw. All right, well, there goes Spellseeker. Spellseeker's good. Could pick up Shallow Grave. I'm looking at Max list. Shallow Grave, well, Flash is probably not going to do a whole lot. Memory Lapse, Goryo's Vengeance, Occult Epiphany is kind of interesting. There's also Mystical Tutor, but I don't think Mystical Tutor gets a whole lot. Like does too much here. Shallow Grave for Metamorphosis Fanatic is cute, but don't have another creature to get back, unfortunately. So that makes things a little bit trickier. So we'll see what Matt gets. Okay, Occult Epiphany. Yeah, that makes sense with this many lands in play. Emperor Bones eats Unholy Heat. And reminder, Max doesn't have a land in hand. We know that now he could have drawn on this turn, but didn't have one beforehand. So it was like, and used Unholy Heat, which is not, had to use it there, but it means can't Lutri it. So it has like Fresh Start, Aether Spellbomb, Lutri, Nexus, Ugin. A land would be really good here because you could just maybe play Nexus, go to 10, but then put a 3/3 into play. And then a land also means that you're closer to Ugin. So no land here would be really good for Mac. Good for my squad here. Let's see if we can get that. All right, what are we casting? Oh, are we cycling Spellbomb here? That would be awesome. All right. That means you didn't draw a land before that. Do we draw a land off the Spellbomb? We might not have. Oh, Fresh Start. Get the land. Take one Spellbomb. And no land. Okay. Okay, that is money. Let's cast... maybe cast an Occult Epiphany here? Fire it off? Occult Epiphany for 3, leaving 2 untapped. Oh, do we have Shallow Grave or are we hoping to draw Shallow Grave? I guess we'll find out, huh? And discarding Emrakul. Let's go, let's go. Boom. Tapping the mana. There we go. There we go. And that's a 2-0 for the mackerel, ladies and gentlemen. Max 2-0, Tom's 1-0, I'm 1-1. We're in good shape here. All right, I'm on the play, playing as blue-red. And yeah, they've got some good interaction. Subtlety, Unholy Heat, Fresh Start, some spell bombs. Yeah, this is a fine hand. I'm going to lead on Overgrown Tomb and Noble. And this is a hand that could use a 6 or an Oko to play on turn 2. Or for my opponent to play something for me to Mawlock, but that's not as likely in this blue-red deck. Probably just killing my Noble. That actually is not that big of a deal. Oh, so let's go. I'm going to cycle this anyway. Let's pick up Ketria Triumph. I might have to just... oh, Shield Edict, I'll graveyard that. I have a Bitter Triumph and a Mawlock. I just need to look for a threat. I'll probably cycle this Ketria Triumph because I have double red in hand. I have all the green, all the black, all the blue. I have all the mana. It's all here. Fiery Confluence isn't a terrible card. It can kill Nexus of Becoming, which is nice. My deck's going to struggle a bit with Ugin, I'll tell you that much. I'm not fast enough to go under it, and it's pretty good. Okay, that at least gives me a good Mawlock target, which is nice. Picking up a Spellbomb. Probably picking up a Ruby, actually. Yeah, Mox Ruby. cycle this thing. Caracas, I could wait on that. Let's go Moloch. This goes to land, not ideal. Okay, it's time for some action here. Ruby. Okay, Barrowglyph counts as action. Send with Moloch. Kind of feeling subtlety here. Let's just pass for a turn. Got Bitter Triumph up. Because they didn't put Lutri into hand. I feel pretty firmly, and they haven't. Well, we'll see if they play something into turn here. I'll consider. No, and that's also a good one with Lutri. So, and kept a card on top, so they used a lot of Surveil equity on that one card. Let's just take my turn. Xander's Lounge, huh? All right. I'm getting pretty close to Fiery Confluence just being lethal. Let's play a land. Let's pass the turn. Leave up Xander's Lounge. You're fresh starting it now after taking another hit? Yeah, I am suspicious here. I mean, I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to play something here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to save this Fiery Confluence to kill my opponent, I don't think. Okay. Land. Fiery Confluence. Boom, boom. Let's kill those two. And if you use Bankbuster to draw a card, then I get to resolve a Barrowglyph. If you don't use Bankbuster, it's just like, oh, mana drain? Okay, I don't like that. Well, here's Barrowglyph. I mean, Headliner Scarlet is a pretty good card. I could definitely see that doing some work here, but I'm a little worried that Ugin and or Nexus are going to come down, because mana drain on Fiery Confluence is a lot of mana. I think I could potentially beat Nexus with this Headliner Scarlet. I don't think I'm going to beat Ugin. Seems unlikely to me. Blue. We're getting Urzut or something? Mystic Confluence, bounce Barrowglyph, draw 2 cards. Okay. And draw a card and leave up Subtlety now? I see. See what I draw. Hedge Maze. All right, well. Let's play Barrowglyph, get Subtletied. Well, I guess I could have played Hedge Maze first. I'm just going to put this on top, I think, or... Yeah, I guess. I don't really have much better of a threat. Play Headliner Scarlet. It's kind of unfortunate. I wouldn't have minded an untapped land, because then I could have Caracas up to protect this Headliner Scarlet, but I think resolving Scarlet is just too important against them drawing with Bankbuster and doing all that stuff. And mana drain into Mystic Confluence. I did not like my spot. I thought it was okay before that, but... Okay, Karn? Karn doesn't really bother me. And Goblin Crater Maker, which also doesn't really do that much. All right. Take 3, I guess. Exile my Barrowglyph. Eshki Dragonclaw. Huh. I guess I'll go Barrowglyph. Hedge Maze. Graveyard. I'm just going to play Eshki. And then next turn, I just try to Scarlet for lethal, I guess. Seems like the plan. I don't know. Seems better than using Scarlet this turn. And pass the turn. They do get to draw off Bankbuster and Fiery Islet. They have a lot of looks to find Ugin. And I still don't think I'm going to beat an Ugin, but it's starting to look like I might be able to beat non-Ugins. It's very possible. And they've used Mana Drain and Mystic Confluence and Subtlety, so if I bounce and recast Scarlet, that might work. They could have Unholy Heat in hand. So, they have instant land. Oh, Unholy Heat's in the graveyard. Okay, never mind. They already used Unholy Heat on the noble. So, yeah, I don't know how it is they kill Scarlet here. They get to plus Karn, I guess, to look at another card, but I'm not going to give them a good card. They get Fiery Islet. They can crack that to draw a card. It can hit me for a bunch of damage. I can block with Mawloc this turn. I guess I don't mind doing that. All right, what is this? Odawara, my Barrogoyf. Okay, I still have lethal in play. Crew Bankbuster. Attack with the Crater Maker too? No? All right, I'll block the token, I guess, and take 7. All right, exile with Headliner Scarlet. Can I get a Duress? An Uat. I mean, technically I could Baleful Strix into Duress and play it. I guess that's worth looking for. All right. Bounce Headliner. I mean, I'm just dead if this doesn't work. Play Headliner. And attack for 7. It's a little janky, but Headliner Caracas has been doing work for me. I mean, their creatures can't block anymore is a pretty good ability. They can draw a card with Fiery Islet, which they haven't done yet. It's kind of interesting. Oh, they could cast Dress Down, and that kills both their constructs. I guess that is also a play. All right, they're going to draw off Fiery Islet here. And they do have the Dress Down. So they kill both their constructs. This comes in. Well, it would have worked out better to play Once Upon a Time first. Then my Eshki would have triggered too. I guess it wouldn't have triggered because of Dress Down. Oh, I can actually attack with Eshki. I feel like it's kind of free. I'm at 8. Yeah, I've got that. I can block the Pilot. They can't block and sack Crater Maker. Though actually, maybe attacking just wasn't even good there because now, well, no, it actually works out okay. Because they crew, shoot the Strix, attack me. It's not lethal because I can block something. And Eshki could come in for lethal if not. Flame Tongue Kavu. Okay, yeah, I do die then. Yeah, that unfortunately that gets me either way because they can kill Eshki with that and then kill the Strix and force a chump of Headliner. All right, well, Dress Down did get me there. Do I want Unearth as a sideboard card? I don't think so. I don't think so. My deck's perfect. No need to sideboard. Okay, I'd like to play first. Yeah, I do think I played around Subtlety well that game, but still kind of didn't work out. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Too slow, not good enough. Keep this. Put back. Guess Thornspire Verge. Maybe, no, you know what? Maybe I just put back Bitter Triumph. I mean, there are some things it kills, but like killing Ugin with Bitter Triumph just doesn't seem like a winning move. And I've got 2 removal spells in hand. I think I'll still keep Bolt over that. I don't love it either way, but my deck's just not that good. Like, I ended up with an okay deck, but not a great one. A 1-1 now. 1-1 down a game, and I mold, so not loving all that. I mean, if I find some good action, I'm going to cycle the Ketrio Triumph. If I find some, like an Oko next turn or something. Jeez, okay. Grim Monolith. Let's see what we got. Oh, Barrogoyf? All right. It's an 0-1, but, you know, that can change quickly. Hopefully they don't Unholy Heat it. They might not have red. No, they have red. Though I don't know if Flooded Strand gets untapped red. I kind of think it doesn't. I think I'm going to bolt them to get a Barrowglyph mill in here, because it gets bigger pretty fast. If now it's a 2/3, and then I play Malcolm. Oh, they're deciding what to do with their spell bomb. Would have been sick if I flipped a creature there too. Had I not drawn Malcolm, I would have main phase cycled the Triumph, or before damage cycled the Triumph, but since I drew Malcolm, I think I could just wait. Thundering Falls, huh? Do I like what they found? They're considering it. Okay, they kept their card and they didn't use the spell bomb. Jeez, Mana Vault? All right. You got all the mana in the world. What are you going to do with it? Nothing so far, huh? If they've got subtlety, they've got subtlety. I think I'm going to play Malcolm here. And all right, no subtlety yet. Don't need to Oko yet either. Let's just attack first. I'm going to get my loot on. I guess I want Barrowglyph trigger to resolve first. So if I pick up like a noble or some mediocre creature off of it, I can discard it to Malcolm. All right, let's have that happen. Oh, what is this? Barrowglyph trigger on the stack. Mill 2. Pick up a 6, sure. Malcolm hits. Hold Breacher with Malcolm on the stack. All right, I'll discard a 6, I guess. I know this isn't going to work because of Ether Spellbomb, but I think it's still worth Mawlocking here. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing great here. They also have a draw 7 in their deck, so if this whole Breacher lives through the draw 7, then... And they have mana drain up still too, is kind of what it's feeling like. They could have either. Let's just say my teammates are great. That's why I love drafting with Mac and Tom. Look, sometimes your deck just doesn't get there. And, you know, I drafted green. That was my first mistake. Yeah. I mean, Oko is a good card. I don't mind an Oko, but not looking good. Okay, Mawlock. There's just no chance this fight resolves. It's either going to bounce the Hull Breacher or bounce the Mawlock, and I assume bounce the Mawlock. All right, play Ketria Triumph, pass the turn. I don't have the heart to play through a Time Twister, so if you got it, just fire it off. And if you don't got it, great. We get to continue playing Magic. Memory Jar. Yeah, I mean, I guess Memory Jar isn't just game over. I mean, it really is. They get 7 new cards and now have 1 million mana. There really just is no shot, I don't think. I guess I'll see what they play. Why not? Let's see what they got. I'm getting Jar Breachered. My deck was so good too. It was not. This is Tinker? No, this is just something gigantic. Nexus. All right. You know what? I've had enough. All right. Well, I will say I never drew Force of Will. That was one of my best cards, and I never cast the One Ring. So 2 of my best cards never getting played wasn't great, but the deck was also not great. I mean, I had a couple of good cards and a bunch of mediocre stuff that didn't even work incredibly well together. So The less said about that, the better. We are currently tied, hoping Martel and Matt can carry me just like usual. This reminds me of our old set team drafts when we did a bunch of those. So good luck to those guys. You know what? That'll do it for today. I got more drafts coming. We'll be back tomorrow with a better one. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.